You're lacking confidence, whether it's in work, whether it's in business, whether it's with your partner, whether it's just in day-to-day life, whether it's that you can't take your top off in the bedroom, whether it's that you don't feel like you are the man who can actually lead your woman because you lack confidence, whether it's you're showing up to work and people are disrespecting you, sly comments. I've had it before, guys. And you just feel as if you're not stepping into the shoes of the confident man when you go out with your family. You don't feel like that guy. When you go to swimming or when you go to the sauna, you don't really want to take your top off. You feel a little bit insecure. And this isn't just about the body that I'm going to talk about, because I was in your exact situation. I was so unconfident. Little bit about me. Majority of my life, I was small, skinny, squeaky, weak, depressed, socially anxious, couldn't even hold a conversation without getting sweaty hands, without getting self-conscious. And now, fast forward a few years, and I'm now talking to you guys, delivering value with massive conviction. I haven't even scripted this video. You can watch all of my videos, massive amounts of value, and I don't script a single video because I went all in on self-improvement. I went all in on becoming competent. Now, competence is one thing that I'm going to speak about massively. I'm going to point out a few things that are making you unconfident, because I've literally been in your exact same shoes. In fact, I would argue 9 times out of 10, majority of you guys have been in worse positions than you in terms of confidence. So, first of all, it's always going to be the body. Always going to be the body. Now, when I say competence, I mean competence in all areas. I'm not just going to talk about, go to the gym and then you'll be confident. No, that's not the case. There are multiple other things that you need to do. But first of all, starting off is the gym. Self-improvement. The gateway to self-improvement is the gym. Because when you go to the gym, you don't just lift weights and get stronger and feel more confident because your body looks better, which these are two massive things that will 2x, 5x, 10x your confidence. But the discipline side of things, when you show up and you start to build mental fortitude through hitting the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week, you build more mental fortitude. Pardon me. The more that you train to failure, the harder that you train, the more that you progress, the stronger you get in the gym. You're getting that sense of winning. Now, a lot of you guys have probably played video games. Now, when you play a video game, you get an easy win and you feel good. Because it's easy, it's there, it's boom, it's instant gratification. Whereas this is delayed gratification. And it's actually rewarding. You start to see the results in the gym. You start to see the weights going up. You start to see those abs coming out. You start to see the muscle packing on. And it is an amazing feeling. That is number one, guys. Like, if I wasn't in elite shape now, you can look at my Instagram, Tony MC Coaching, and you can see what I've done with my transformation. I went from 56 kg skinny, anorexic, to 80 kg of literally just pure muscle, abs, big shoulders, big arms. Like, and the confidence that I've got is absolutely unbelievable compared to the confidence I used to have. I used to literally, when I was like 12, 13, 14, anytime I went to the swimming, I would wear a t-shirt in the pool. And that was like when I was young. That was when I was young. So from then, I think from about 14 onwards, I never even went back to swimming because I didn't even want to wear a t-shirt and shorts. Like, even in the summer, I couldn't wear a t-shirt in front of people because I was so insecure about my skinny arms. Now, a week ago there, I was out at the sauna with a woman and I felt good, man. Took my top off, looked in the mirror, and I was like, I'm the fucking man. And that's not to be egotistical. That is genuinely just the way that I felt. I was like, wow, man. I've got abs, I've got big shoulders, I've got big arms, I've got a full chest. Something that I never had, something that I always did, something that I dreamed that I would have, but I never had the belief that I would actually have it. Because I never knew anyone that had been there. I'd never knew anyone that had been in my position. I never knew anyone that had walked the walk and had the blueprint to actually teach me to get to where I wanted to be. And it wasn't until I actually started investing in people that knew how to get me the result, because they'd been in my exact same shoes, that I started to get that result. But anyways, moving forward from that, guys, when you get in shape, you also build specific habits. When you get in shape, you usually start to drink more water. When you're hitting the gym, you usually start to drink more water. You might start hitting cold showers. You're doing daily weigh-ins. You are tracking your foods. You're tracking your workouts. Now, you're becoming more of a high standard man by just doing that, because you're delivering higher output on a daily basis, because you're adopting different daily non-negotiables that you are showing up to every single day, building more mental resilience, building more confidence, building more competence by doing that. And then also, the diet side of things. When you start to nail down your diet, you start to cut out the bagels, you start to cut out the bread, you start to cut out the processed things, you start to cut out the protein, the protein shakes from the supermarket. You start to cut out things which are destroying your gut health, lowering your testosterone, giving you brain fog, destroying your energy, and also loading your day with calories, making you even more fucking fat. When you quit these things and you replace it with genuine, correct nutrition and start fueling your body the way a human being is supposed to, oh my god, the testosterone, the mental clarity, the gut health, the energy, the positivity. Honestly, guys, I cannot preach it enough. It changes your flipping life. If it didn't, I wouldn't be a byproduct of it. And I would not be preaching it to you today. You need to get in the gym. You need to start hitting some weights, man. And you need to start eating correctly. Now, before I move on, I just wanted to say, if you don't know who I am, I'm a coach. I've helped dozens of men achieve that result. If you want some direct help, DM me on WhatsApp, 07835 261 491. If you want some just genuine advice, you want to see some of my reels, Instagram, Tony MC Coaching. Moving forward. Once you build the physique, you've built the strength, you've built the mental resilience, you need to continue into self-improvement. You can't just stop at fitness, right? Because then you'll just be a gym bro. You need to move into different things. So you're going to gain confidence from that thing. Now, when you gain confidence from getting in shape and being high energy, high testosterone, a high performance man, you then get more confidence to maybe even start your own business, to maybe do an extra side hustle, to do some more. You've got more energy to do more studying, to become better within your field. And you've ditched the mediocre mindset, and you're like, you know what, fuck just staying in the same position in my job that I'm in. Fuck just staying at the same amount of clients that I'm in with my business. And you start to go harder. And I guarantee you, you will show up as the man who is actually worthy of the promotion or more clients. So, second of all, you need to go harder in your field. Doesn't matter if you feel satisfied. You need more fucking conquest. You need things that are harder. You need something to look forward to. You need goals to set. You need stress. You need more pressure. Pressure creates diamonds. This is what you need. Because this is going to result in you being more competent. And competence equals confidence. Competence always equals confidence. The reason why so many men nowadays are unconfident is because they are incompetent. They don't put in enough work when they're actually at their job. They don't put in enough work when it comes to their business. They don't work on a side hustle. They don't expand their study. Their ego's too big to actually take external feedback. Now, I know that you're not that guy, but these are some very big problems. Majority of men are not fighting capable. They're not capable of protecting their family in times where they need to protect their family. They're not confident within their body. Their woman isn't attracted to them. Their woman has settled for what she can get. Maybe even they met, right? And he was in shape, he was in good shape to begin with. And then he let himself go. Now, his woman doesn't even want to fuck him. His woman fucks him once a week, maybe twice a week. Blames it on other things. Oh, I'm tired from work, whatever. Like, genuinely, if you are one of these guys and your woman's not fucking you, genuinely look in the mirror and be like, if I was her, would I fuck me? In the most non-weird way as possible. Look in the mirror and actually think. If you were a woman, would you fuck you? And if the answer is no, then there is work to be done. Because it is fucking selfish you being unattractive to your woman. Waking up with your stinky fucking breath from your unhealthy meal that you had last night, with a big belly, fucking laying in bed for 20 minutes because you're like, oh, I can't be bothered. And you're complaining. You're complaining and you don't even realise it. You're complaining. You're like, oh, I can't be bothered going to work today. Whereas, like, just think about it. If you were high energy, healthy, confident, muscular, that doesn't even have to be muscular, just not fat, just lean, confident in your body, you would operate much differently. She would want to fuck you much, much more. Guys, I'm not just speaking from what I think, I'm speaking from hindsight, because I've been the guy in a relationship when I have been out of shape. I have been the guy in a relationship where I've been pretty flippin' fat. When I dirty bulked, I got pretty flippin' fat. Had brain fog, had low energy, had lower sex drive. She had lower sex drive because I wasn't as attractive. And trust me, guys, I've experienced both sides of the coin, and that's why I'm speaking from hindsight for you guys today. Now, with fitness, the gym being your first thing, this should be priority. Second of all, you need to be expanding your knowledge. Instead of just feeding yourself instant dopamine all day, through music, through TikTok, through shorts, listen to an audiobook, right? I'm going to give you the sauce, right? This audiobook, oh my God, it will change your life. If you've got Spotify Premium, great. If you don't, you can get it on YouTube for free. Relentless by Tim Grover. I guarantee you, now this is a staple audiobook for my clients, so thank me later once you've listened to it all. But this is going to change your life. This is going to change your mindset. And you're going to be like, nah, I'm not settling for mediocre anymore. And you're going to take action. And you're going to become the guy that's confident. Now, books are a good thing as well. Reading books instead of just watching TV all the time. Not 100% necessary though. I would just say, man, if you've got 4 hours of spare time, instead of just saying, oh yeah, I just spend it all with the family, which you actually don't, like fucking 2 to 4 hours of that, you are watching TV. Like just 2 hours hard focus study, put the noise cancelling headphones on, hard focus study or hard focus action on the side hustle. This is going to literally make you feel more confident because you're taking more action. You're going to have more pride. You're going to be on a higher frequency. You're not going to feel guilt. You're not going to feel shame. And in 2 hours, boom, chill with the family. At least you know you've earned it and you can actually switch off now. You're like, you know what? I actually put in a really hard graft today and I actually deserve it. And then do that, guys. By any means, do that. Last of all, fighting capability. You need fighting capability. If you cannot fight, there's no wonder you're not confident. There's no wonder. Once you, the thing is as well, guys, when you do the gym and you're focusing on building muscle, you're focusing on looking good, you're focusing on building the mental resilience. Fight training builds the mental resilience. Fight training makes you more confident, because a lot of guys get it wrong. They go to the gym and they focus fully on bodybuilding. Now, I agree with 3-4 bodybuilding sessions a week, but 1 to 2 fight training sessions a week. What I personally do, I do push, pull, legs, upper body, and then I do hard bag work, and then I'll do 1 sparring session. The sparring session isn't the most intense. I'll do like 10 3-minute rounds. It's not the most intense. It's not as intense as the bag work. I mean, I did yesterday. I can't even move my thumb because I punched my friend with my thumb because we were doing open-handed. Because if you close your hands, it's more impact. Anyways, I'm going on. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you have to be getting hit in the face. So many men overestimate themselves, and so many men which are low on confidence don't actually know what their fighting capability is, and that breeds low confidence, and they're scared to fucking lose as well. Now, you need to think about this before I go deeper into the fight sort of thing. You need to think, am I competent in all aspects of life? Do I wake up, look in the mirror, feel like the fucking man? Do I have the high energy, the high output, the high performance, the deep focus, the mental clarity every single day? Do I? I remember me personally, when I was in college and I had massive brain fog and I was bulking, I was unconfident. Even when I had gotten in better shape, right? When my mind was clear, I was confident. I could speak to women. But see, when I had brain fog from the things that I was eating, from the portions that I was eating, from the meal timing that I had, from the macronutrient split that I had during my day, the confidence went out the window because I couldn't think straight. I couldn't think, even though I had the confidence, right? Even though I felt attractive, even though I felt like the guy, I had the physical presence, I couldn't properly string a sentence together. I couldn't properly think. I couldn't fire my brain quickly. And that resulted in me being less confident. And it also massively hindered my focus when I was actually in class in college. And same happened when I was doing my painting and decorating job as well. Less confidence because I had brain fog. So, if you had zero brain fog, high energy, high testosterone, high sex drive, you felt like an animal every day, man. You looked in the mirror, you've got full shoulders, full chest, you're filling out the t-shirt, your arms have got some size to them, you've got veins popping out of your flipping forearms, you've got abs, your face is lean, you look good, you feel good, your skin's clear because you're not eating junk. Do you think that would have a massive impact on your life? If the answer is no, you're either lying to yourself or you just don't know how much of a difference it actually makes, and you genuinely just need to take my word and you need to take action on it because it is so life-changing. Now, on top of that, if you could fight as well, if you were capable, if you were competent in regards of fighting for your family, would you be more confident? If you were the best version of you in all aspects of life, would you be more confident? If you were generating more income, which is a byproduct of you becoming a better version of you, in order to scale, yes, there are things in your business that you can do to scale. But one thing that's always going to scale your business even further is the internal work, is the self-improvement, is the personal growth, the personal development, you becoming a better version of you, showing up in the rooms with more confidence, firmer handshake, looking directly into people's eyes, speaking with more conviction, speaking with more power, speaking with more strength, speaking with more confidence, because confidence goes into everything. When you introduce your woman to other people, your woman's happy, she's positive, because she's with the man, she feels led. She doesn't have to plan out the fucking dates. She doesn't have to open the fucking doors, pull the chairs out and speak to the fucking waiter. You show up with confidence. You show up with conviction. You introduce her to people. What else can I say, guys? Now, fighting competence. Get hit in the fucking face at least once a week. Spar once to twice a week. Do one session a week, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, where you go to the bag, and you nail the basics. You nail the jab, you nail the straight, you nail the cross, you nail the head movement, you nail the feet placement. If any of you are interested in being on the coaching, I've actually got a full fight course teaching you the basics of boxing, and that'll help you. Other than that, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that will teach you how to throw a jab, how to throw a straight, how to throw a hook. So work on that, guys. Do this, and I guarantee you, audiobooks when you're driving, audiobooks when you're doing things which require low mental capacity, and I guarantee you're going to change your fucking life. Anyways, guys, hope this has helped you. If you want to work with me one-to-one, Like I said earlier on, DM me on WhatsApp, 07835261491. We can discuss your problems. We can discuss how I'm going to help you, get you on a call, move forward from there. If you just want some information, you want some free value, you want some free resources, whatever it is, message me on Instagram. I'm not even going to cut this out. Message me on Instagram, Tony MC Coaching. I'll talk to you then. Anyways, guys, have a good, productive day. If you're watching this at night, have a good, productive night. Smash it tomorrow morning. Let's start the self-improvement journey. God bless you all. Let's go.